Alright, welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be covering different ways to play the 2-5-1 progression. Check it out. Alright, so what is it that I was doing there? Okay, in the key of C major, we know that D is 2, G is 5, and C is the 1. And according to the number system, the 2 is typically minor, the 5 is typically dominant, and the 1 is typically major of some sort. So really what I'm going to do here is focus on different ways to play the 5, okay? Alright, so in my left hand, sometimes you'll see me play the G in octaves, and other times you'll see me get more of a dominant sound by playing the G and the flatted 7th of the G. Okay, a G major chord would be G, B, and D, right? So I could just double the 5s, but if I wanted to play a G dominant 7th, I'd throw in the flatted 7th, which is F. So in my left hand, sometimes I just do octaves G, and then other times I'll do the G and the flatted 7th of G major, which is F. Alright, so what are the right hand options? I have 15 of them that I want to show y'all right now. I'm going to do this in the key of C major. So on the 5, in the right hand you could play the 4 as a major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4 is F, so play F major. And it sounds good. So all together you have 2, 5, 1, okay? In addition to playing the 4 as a major, why not make that a major 7th? F, A, C, and E. Okay, so if you're on the 2, you'd be like this. Then you do the 5, play that 4 major 7th over it, right? And then go to your 1. Alright? Instead of playing the 4 as a major or a major 7th, what happens if you make it a diminished 7th chord? So F, A flat, B, and D. If I play that over the 5, it sounds pretty good. Okay, all together, so you have 2, 5, 1, okay? Now I did it up here to prove a point, but you can play this 4 diminished 7th in any inversion you want, okay? So 2, 5, 1. Again, I'll play it down here. 2, 5, 1, okay? 2, 5, 1. And it sounds good. Alright, so that's 3 options. Option number 4 is to play a third. Option number 4 is to find the 3rd scale degree, which is E, and play that as a major chord, okay? And again, I'm using the G and the F in my left hand, and it sounds good. Alright, so 2, 5, 1. Alright, again, 2, 5, 1. It sounds great. Alright, another thing you can do is you can find the 7th scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is B, and play a chordal chord, B, E, and A on that 5. And it sounds good. Alright, again. So 2, 5, 1. Alright. Something else you can do is you can just make the 5 a dominant 7th chord, okay? So dominant 7th is your regular triad, and add that flatted 7th, which is F. So I'm really thinking play G, B, D, and F in my right hand. And you don't have to play all of these notes. The ones that really count are the flatted 7th and what really counts is the 3rd and the flatted 7th. Okay, it gives you that dominant sound. So together you have 2, 5, 1. Okay, we'll play it like this: 2, 5, 1. However you want to voice it, but I'm just trying to form a dominant 7th chord there. Something else you can do is play the dominant 9th. Okay, how do you form a dominant 9th? It's typically 1, 3, 5, flatted 7. This would be 8, and this would be 9. Okay, when we look at this chord together, this G, B, D, F, and A, we can see that it's really a G major chord on this part, but it's also a D minor. So what I'm going to do is play that D minor in my right hand. So a way to look at this is on the 2. Then when I go to the 5, play D minor, or the 2 as a minor chord, and it gives you a dominant 9th sound. All right, together: 2, right, 5, 1. All right, something else you can do is find the 6th scale degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is A, and form a chordal chord. Okay, so 2, 5. You see my chordal? A, D, and G, and that sounds good. And then something else you can do is form the sharp 1, sharp that, and play a major chord. Alright, you're starting to play outside of the key when you do stuff like that, though. And it sounds good. Alright, something else you can do is find the 3rd scale degree and play it minor. 1, 2, 3 is E. So 2, play an E minor in my right hand. And that gives me kind of like a gives me like a 13th sound, right? So 2, 5, 1. All right, and yet again, something you can do to introduce more color, more flavor and sauce is find the 6th scale degree and play it major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is A. So watch this: 2, 5, 1. Sounds great, right? 2, 5, 1. Alright, something else you can do is play the flatted 3rd as a major. 1, 2, 3, flat, that is E flat. Play that E flat major over it and see how that sounds. 2, 5, 1. Okay, again. 2, 5, 1. Okay, pretty cool, right? Something else I like to do is play the 1 in your right hand as an augmented chord. So 1 is C major, right? Augmented means sharp that 5. And that introduces some color, right? So you have 2, 5, 1. Ooh, real tense. Real dissonant. Okay, one more time. 2, 5. And all I'm doing is playing it in different octaves in my right hand. Alright, something else that I did that I enjoy playing is 2. On the 5, I'm going to play the 3rd, 6th, and 3rd scale degree. Okay? And it sounds good. Okay? So 2, right? 5, 1. It's a little bit of a stretch, so you got to get used to playing it, but it sounds good when you put it together. Okay, and then the last thing that I like to do is play the flatted 3rd as a suspended chord, like a sus2. So that's the 3rd, that's the flatted 3rd. We're gonna play a sus2. So this is the major triad suspended by dropping that G to the F. All right, I'm gonna play that over my 5, and it sounds good. All right, together: 2, 5, 1. Okay, so that's pretty cool that you can do all of these different things and you can play around with it. On that 5, if I want to change the inversion of this sus2 chord, it gives me a chordal. So technically speaking, you can form a chordal off of the 4th scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that works too. Isn't that crazy? So again, 2, 5, 1, and it sounds great. Alright, so I hope you're enjoying this content. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel to grow and helps the channel out if you do that. And then also, if you're interested in more lessons like this, go ahead and check out kmtcpro.com. Again, that's kmtcpro.com. If you don't feel like typing it in, guess what? You can just click the link in the description box and it'll take you right there. Alright, I hope this information is a blessing to you. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.
you.